I've always been the kind of girl that hid my face, so afraid to tell the world what I've got to say. But I had this dream right inside of me. I'm gonna let it show. It's time to let you know, to let you know. This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me. Now I have found who I am. There's no way to hold it in. No more hiding who I wanna be.
Bravo Sport, your accounting education certificate from Group 1. We'll discuss and review the news about Indonesian football funds. Did you know that the football fund was obtained from the APBD instead of personal finance each club? Well, before we get to the point of the issue, it helps us to know in advance what the APBD was and what the PT were. APBD is an Indonesian local government finance plan approved by the Legislative Council. APBD are set by local regulations. Fiscal year budget includes 1-year period, starting from 1st January to 31 December. Well, PT is a federation to run the joint venture which has a capital from shares, and shareholders have a part of shares owned. Because capital consists of stocks that can be traded, then the change in ownership of the company can be done without the need to dissolve the company. Well, the first from the team called the Black Pearl or Mutiara Hitam. Classical factors in the management of the club's transition from amateur to professional football are sources of funding, management, and inadequate football for sale. When it comes to transparency, then the suggestion of former manager of Persipura Spencer Effendi to make audit on Persipura Financial have received funding support that need audit. This could be a consideration, but the problem is that all decisions are on the shareholder of PT Persipura Papua. Indeed, the General Secretary of the Persipura, Muhammad Tamrin, said Persipura had managed to reduce the deficit. In the 2010 until 2011 season, when Persipura won the ISL, the team called the Black Pearl was a deficit of 10 billion, while in the 2011 until 2012 season, the deficit of Persipura reduced to 7 billion. It said that 2012 until 2013 season has been reduced because Persipura got sponsor of the PT Freeport and PT Bank Papua. With his performance, Persipura can attract sponsors include PT Freeport Indonesia for 2 seasons, 2013 and 2014. PT Freeport Indonesia will provide funds amounting to 18 billion. The funding will be prioritized for coaching players, facilities for players and officials following the match, as well as providing outstanding bonuses for outstanding athletes. Manager of Persipura Rudi Maswi said the total of team requirement for the following season reached 23 billion and Persipura received additional funds to cover the needs of other sponsors, PT Papua Bank, Telkom, and Bozoa. If seen previously, the city government of Jayapura quite instrumental in injecting funds for Persipura since 2005. The team can spend around 15 billion to 20 billion. Since ISL 2008 until 2009, Persipura was no longer relying on funds from the APBD. Former chairman of Persipura, Mr. Kambu, says that PSSI aid and other sponsor for about 20%, so 80% which should be served. The second, coming from Persebaya football team. Many cases of APBD evasion. This case also occurred at the football club Persebaya. The story began when the club Persebaya led by Jude Saleh Ismail Mukadar and Khalid Koromah forming a legal entity limited liability company PT with the name of Persebaya Indonesia in mid of July. Incorporation of PT Persebaya Indonesia as the first step in changing the club Persebaya from an association being a professional football club that is managed by a legal entity or PT under the name of PT Persebaya Indonesia. Precisely on July 16, 2009, the club formed a legal entity PT Persebaya Indonesia. In the incredible was, despite it was BPT and have filled the application form as a provisional club, apparently Salim Qadar and Khalid Kurama still aiming billions of APBD. Well, the last is coming from Persema. Persema must return to the branch managers PSSI of City of Malang if it wants to win funding from the APBD. The city government couldn't disperse the funds directly to the club. Sumatra reveals all sport only have the option of competing in professional or amateur. If not able to compete in professional sports, means it must compete in the amateur. In contrast to professional sports, all of amateur sport can get funding from the APBD. Disbursement of funds from the APBD to the sport must be forthcoming. According to him, the funds of the sport that will be submitted to the club. Similarly, if it becomes an amateur club again, Persema had to take shelter under the sports of football. The city government cannot directly manage Persema. The transition from amateur club is not easy. Persema has to have the letter of delegation from the center PSSI to the branch manager. In addition, there should be a handover from the center to the regions. It cannot move on their own. Additionally, it's not only a Persema administration which becomes easier to Persema. Management also must organize players' mental to make them sure before joining an amateur competition. According to him, the amateur club were never handed a contract to the player. In addition, players cannot get a salary or bonus received permanently as long as joined in professional competition. Money given is only money exhausted. The amount was not much, he explained. Previous management plans to meet with the Mayor Persema Malang, Sutiaji. Agenda of this meeting is to manage Persema when the transfer to the branch managers did not produce results. Management is willing to manage Persema in amateur competition after receiving approval from the city government, especially financial aid. The problems above can count the budget has a lot of differences. When used APBD, salary hours never late. Pending many players not guaranteed play away or enemy base. Cutting synonymous with corruption. But when used PT, salary is not cut by taxes. Salary is less uncertainty. A lot of promise and there are many shortages. So, that's a knowledge about the fun of football club in Indonesia. Hopefully, it can be at your knowledge. Bye and bravo sport!
Running wild again, my